Evening guys, hope you're all well. I'm just making my long awaited, not very much anticipated return to YouTube. Thought I'd start making a few videos. Myself and my good friend Liam have just set up our tipping page on Twitter, so go give that a follow if you haven't already, at Bold Bets Racing. I will put a link in the description as well. I'm going to be predominantly covering national hunt racing, much more so. That's what we specialise in. However, there's a few plays which I think are worth having at Ascot this Saturday for Champions Day. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of a preview in my books. I have got a few bets as well at Uttoxeter and Fakenham tomorrow, so I'll go through those as well. So just starting off in the Champions Long Distance Cup, Kyprios, I mean, a lot of people are talking about how vulnerable he is for this race. He has had a tough old season. But I just think the ground's going to suit him. I mean, Trawlerman is the second favourite, unexposed on soft ground, but looking at his stride action, I really wouldn't be keen on him at all. I know they had a real battle on Gold Cup Day at Royal Ascot, but I just can't see Kyprios beat. That's one of the few favourites that I think is pretty rock solid for this Saturday coming, Champions Day. Sprint stakes, Kinross at the top of the betting at 5-1. Fantastic animal. Obviously, you know, he's going to be past his best. A lot of these horses are actually in there. Who I do fancy is actually last year's winner, Art Power at 25-1. He won it at 40s last year, beating Kinross in second. He's not looked the same horse this season, I must say, but he just hasn't had his ground. All his best forms on soft, and I'm convinced that, you know, whatever the going description is officially, it is going to be a lot softer than that. I think Ascot are probably, you know, trying to make it seem a lot better than it is, just to stop any horses getting pulled. So I really think he's going to get his ground Saturday. So I think Art Power could be a bet in that at 25s. Really struggled to get through the champion fillies and mares, to be honest with you. It's a very, very competitive field, so that'll be a no-bet race for myself, as will the QE2 at the moment. I think Charin looks vulnerable enough at the prices, however, well, you know, purely ground-based, that is. However, I couldn't really find a real solid play in behind, so I think that would just be a watch. You know, I'd like Charon to go and win, but I just couldn't be on at 13 to 8, 6-4, that kind of region. Far too skinny given the ground conditions as far as I make it out. Champion Stakes, again, tricky race. I mean, Calandagan's actually now gone favourite above economics. I think ground-based, that would make sense to me. I'm going to chance one at 50s in this, though. I like Royal Rhyme, fifth in the race last year. Likes the soft ground. It's gonna see him to the best of his ability, and to be honest, I think it's going to be like the Somme out there Saturday. I think it's going to be really deep bottomless ground, which might throw up a few surprise results. So I think Royal Rhyme, you know, could be worth an each way play at 50s. I have been on myself. Last race, the Balmoral handicap, always you know, a fascinating, tricky handicap to get your head round. The horse I'd be really keen on for the race is actually Karat. He's the first reserve at the moment, and to be honest, the way it's going, I can't see him getting a run. Was second the last day, given a questionable ride from Hector Crouch, I must say. Got himself into a lot of trouble. I mean, to be fair, the winner had already pulled clear. Was actually unpunished. Didn't go up in the handicap at all for that, which is ironic, really, because that's probably what's going to stop him getting into the race on Saturday. But he'll be off bottom weight. He'll love the soft ground. I think the step up and trip's all he needs. He's a progressive young horse for the Beckett team. You know, he would be my idea of the winner. That's if he gets in. I have also found another one that I quite like. Cicero's Gift at 25. He's into 20s now. I think Cicero's Gift for Charlie Hill's yards has every chance. Best form on soft ground. The heavier the better, I think, to suit his chances. Form in and around a lot of these. You know, of course, with handicaps, always up and down, shifting the weights. I think he's off a competitive enough mark, to be honest, for a yard that's not really been firing, but they can get one ready for Ascot, I'm sure, if needs be. Please do let me know what your thoughts are for Champions Day. I will also, while I'm here, I'll go through the bets that we've got on for tomorrow, which will be Friday the 18th of October. So a couple of these, myself and Liam, obviously tipped on the page at Bold Bets Racing. There's a couple others that I quite like as well, which we haven't put up, but I'll go through them now. So we've got Knight of Allen, 2-1 in the first at Uttoxeter tomorrow. Second to Liari in the listed bumper, and of course Liari came out, wasn't very impressive at all over at Chepstow. However, has won over hurdles, takes a £5 penalty as a result, but I still think that hurdling experience is really, really important. You've got Ollie Murphy with a well-fancied horse at the top of the market now. So time will tell with that, but I certainly think 2-1 is generous enough about Knight of Allen for Jane Williams. 245, I really like Ike Sport. Seems a very progressive sort. Neil Mulholland started the season absolutely fantastically well. 6-1, I think, is a real good play. You can actually get 3 places on Bet365 if you're being a little bit conservative. Tillaway in the bumper at the end of the day for Tom George. Irish bumper form, he's got Freddie Gordon claiming £5 as well. And I just think that the form of those Irish bumpers is so much stronger than the English bumpers at the moment. So as a result, I think that's a good play. About 17-2 you'll get. 17-2, I mean, I'd take prices right down to 6s, to be honest with you, on him. Fakenham, 2 o'clock, it's the first race tomorrow. I really quite like the expensive one at 5-1. Twiston Davis Yard started the season really well. This horse was actually beaten in a bumper a couple of weeks back down at Newton Abbot. They really strongly punted him that day, 7-4 into a start price of 8-13 on. So they obviously must think a lot about the horse. And I think the fact that he's race fit, he's got a run under his belt this season, I think that's going to really benefit him tomorrow. Couple smart enough ones in the market above him, but I think the combination of James Turner taking off the £7 and the fact that he is race fit is enough to see him home, hopefully. Finally, 235 at Fakenham as well. Another one from the Twiston Davis Yard. I really quite like Chief Sunday at 8. Race fit again, has run over hurdles before and only lost 5 lengths. So again, I think that hurdling experience and the fact that he is race fit compared to a lot of these on longer layoffs is really going to help. But yeah, like I say, do let me know your thoughts. If you haven't already, go subscribe to follow the Twitter page, should I say, and hopefully post some more content on here, and hopefully we'll have a winner or two on the way.